Welcome back to the Big Saturday Show. Twitter has a new shareholder, and it's Elon Musk. He's wasting no time in calling out the Washington Post op-ed claiming rich people should not be able to control the media. The op-ed, titled "Elon Musk's Vision of Free Speech Will Be Bad for Twitter," states, quote, "Musk, who has nearly 81 million followers, often punches down in his tweets, displaying very little empathy. Musk's appointment to Twitter's board shows that we need regulation of social media platforms to prevent rich people from controlling our channels of communication." Musk took to Twitter to respond to the article with a short response. Laugh my off. Julie, Elaine Powell, who wrote that delightful piece in the Post, she's fretting that Musk is a free speech absolutist who will urge people who are harassed to have thicker skin. She tries to make it sound like Twitter's a support group. Does she overestimate Musk's influence at Twitter, do you think?
Well, first of all, I agree in the sense that you should have a thick skin if you're on social media. But It's interesting because those who need to have the thickest of thick skins are conservatives. And are these rich people that are controlling social media conservatives? No, they are not. So, of course, it's very convenient that someone who's got a lot of money, who's in charge of social media, is telling the rest of us to have thick skins when they're not exactly the ones that are under attack when it comes to Twitter and Facebook and so forth.
Yeah, and she's writing in the Washington Post, which is owned by Jeff Bezos, who's the second biggest billionaire in the world after Elon Musk. A cute company there. Sean, Twitter really asked for trouble when they banned Trump while allowing the mullahs and the CCP free rein. And later when they locked the New York Post's account for reporting on the Hunter Biden laptop scandal. Is it time to break up these companies?
So first off, what social media company is not run by rich guys, right? I mean, to Julie's point, they're all run by rich guys. They're all rich, and they all have a political persuasion. You know what, Raymond? I do think it's time to break them up. I do think you have to have more players. You have these tech companies that are so big they gobble up all the competition, and they have one point of thinking. I was in Congress for 9 years. I had some really hard races. If I was able to shut down the town square, take my opponents off of social media and their supporters off of social media, and just make them run TV ads, listen, I wouldn't have had tough races. I would have won really easily. So this is really powerful to censor your dissenters. And by the way, when your policies are so bad that you can't debate them in the public square, which, by the way, Democrat policies are so bad, people hate them. The only way they deal with this is not to change policy, just shut down the dissent. Crazy.
Yeah. Tommy, I'm amazed at the reaction of Elon Musk becoming a major shareholder at Twitter. You've got MSNBC Tim O'Brien over there. He says this is bad news for free speech. All Musk is saying is that there'll be significant improvements in the area of free speech. Why is that such a threat to these people?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a big threat to big tech, because if the truth gets out there, maybe people will change the way that they vote. And big tech, which is essentially an arm of the DNC, well, they can't have that happening. We can't have the truth get out. But I just want to share a personal story that happened to me the other day. Facebook, another one of the big tech wardens, they banned me for 24 hours, wouldn't let me post or comment because I tweeted, or I posted a tweet in which I said, hey, maybe the liberals should start chipping in for our gas and let your liberal friends know. And they considered that harassment and bullying. Meanwhile, I'm sure all of you are with me, and I've had actual death threats on a daily basis that they don't consider to be part of their terms and conditions. But I'll tell you what is so important for conservatives right now with Elon Musk. You know, for so long, these big tech giants, they just say, if you don't like it, create your own platform. And then conservatives or independents create their own platform, like a Parler or what have you. And then those app stores refuse to carry those apps. So they tell you, hey, just join the competition, but then they drown you out. That's why we need someone like Elon Musk to step up here. We're so glad that he has. We hope that this is actually a victory for free speech, which is not just saying what you want to say, but also hearing what you don't want to hear, liberals.
Yeah, well, they have to stop selectively enforcing their community guidelines and their hate speech guidelines. I mean, I want to play something for you guys, and Julie, I'll get you to respond to this on the back end. This is Bill Maher recently, and he's talking about Twitter and how it has become the real convoy. Watch.
It's a terrible, it's bad for free speech, and, and then they're going to go somewhere, and then the resentment, and then the idea that, well, you know, the people who are ganging up against us, the media and big tech and big government, I mean, that's the convoy. You know, those convoys in Canada and all over the world.
Julie, your reaction very quickly.
I just think, I mean, as far as convoys are concerned, I mean, once again, you are only targeting a certain audience. I think anyone who goes on Twitter or Facebook should have the right to free speech, and Tommy shouldn't be kicked off because she's asking liberals to pay her gas tank. I'd like to ask for them to fill up my gas tank as well. Perhaps Joe Biden wants to kick in to my monthly. I think every time I fill up my tank now, it's $115, Biden. Cough it up.
Sean and I want to add our voices to that plea as well.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.